I'm Murphy, and this is my channel, Murphy's Every Whim, where I talk about books, because that's what I love to do. After I've read a book, I love to talk about the book. And I have enjoyed being able to use YouTube as a place to talk about a book, but also I have been supposed to write some reviews for books. I'm catching up on that. And the book I'm going to talk about today is one that I actually am doing the review in a timely fashion. And that book is Quantum Reaction by Marc Wayne. Now, this Marc Wayne author, in the descriptions, says that he's written like 8 of the books under a different name. I tried to find out. Okay, I spent 10 minutes trying to find out what his other pseudonym is, but I couldn't find it. And those books are in another genre than this one, which is not quite science fiction, but very much a mystery, gotta solve this problem because people are going to die if you don't solve this problem kind of mystery. So, 2 main characters in this book, Quantum Reaction, and in fact, we spend all of our time with these 2 characters. The first character is Angela. Angela works for a company called C, the letter C, the number 4, and the letter U. C for U. And the way this company works is Angela's at home on her computer, and on her screen will be what a person who is blind sees through a goggle, and she gets to hear what they hear as well. And so what Angela does is that she, through a microphone in that person's ear, talks to that person and helps them navigate things. Maybe she's helping them do grocery shopping or helping them navigate a new place. And so they've got on these goggles that transmit to her what they see and what they hear, and she speaks to them through a microphone and helps them along. And one of her clients is Claire. Claire is a mother. She has a daughter, a small daughter, and what Angela does for Claire is Claire reads books to her daughter, Lily, through Angela. So Angela will see the book and read the lines into Claire's ear, and then she will read those lines out loud to Lily. And Angela tells her things like, oh, point to this picture. Why don't you ask Lily what's going on here? And so on. So C4U is a company that serves people who have lost their vision and they need help from a real life person. That's cool. But while Claire is reading a book to Lily with Angela's help one night, a man breaks into the room and murders Claire. Angela sees all this. She tries contacting C4U to get emergency help out, but the button that's supposed to let her contact people in an emergency wasn't working. And so she witnesses this. She contacts, she gets on the phone and contacts C4U. They send out help, but it's too late. Claire gets murdered. Now, Angela and Claire had worked together a lot, and they built a rather friendly working relationship. And so Angela is devastated by what she saw. The next day, she's working with another client. And this client is JT. JT uses Angela to help him when he's in meetings. And so he can't read people's faces and know what they're thinking, So Angela helps him do that. He'll be in the meeting talking to people with his goggles on, and Angela will tell him, it looks like they're all not getting the picture, or, something like that. And so after the meeting, again, Angela and JT have a good working relationship. They're chatting and they realize they both knew Claire. To Angela, of course, Claire was a client. To JT, Claire was a close friend when they were growing up. They had been at a camp for kids who had lost their vision. They were at a camp, they met, they knew each other a long time. And JT had introduced Claire to his business partner, Dave, and they had gotten married. And so there's all these connections. Angela works with both Claire and JT. Claire is a friend of JT's, and Claire is married to JT's business partner. JT's company, JT and Dave run a company, and this is the science fiction aspect of this. So this is near future. They run a company that has built a teleportation machine, and they're getting ready to have their IPO. They are getting ready to start transporting people from place to place with this teleportation machine. After the meeting's over and Angela and JT are chatting and they find out they know Claire in common, JT's walking down to the lobby of his office building, and Angela sees through JT's goggles the man who killed Claire, and he's coming at JT. And so Angela tells JT to run. They get out of the building and she helps him, avoid people on the street. And finally he escapes. So that's the setup. The rest of the book is us spending time with Angela and JT together while they're trying to solve this mystery so that nothing will happen to any more people, particularly them. But there are so many different people that it could be, and they've got to figure this out. We get to know people as we go along, but we only ever meet people through the filter of Angela and JT. And so I wonder sometimes whether we're getting a real picture of these other people or not. I wonder if maybe they're just being paranoid. They're amateur detectives, so they make a lot of mistakes along the way, as one would expect from amateur detectives. On the other hand, they both come to this process with some mad skills. JT is all about the tech. Of course, he helped develop a teleportation device, but he also has some really serious skills for someone who has no sight. So he knows how to navigate. He knows he can just walk into a kitchen. As long as he's got his smartphone, he can cook a meal. So he's got some serious skills. But Angela's got a mysterious past that we only get glimpses of for a long time. It's clear she's got some skills too and knows some things that help them out. This was a good book. I felt a little claustrophobic with just knowing two people and always being within their sphere, but that added to the mood. I did think that it was a little slow at times. It seems to be a problem that several books have had for me lately, being a little slow. The ending was satisfactory, although a little abrupt. I think I would have liked a little bit more after the end. In the afterword, the author, Marc Wayne, said that he was thinking of a sequel. I'd read a sequel, especially if it had these two characters in it. I thought they had some good chemistry. They each brought something to the picture, but there was also tension between them. They weren't quite sure if they could trust each other. I mean, they hadn't ever met in real life. They only had a working relationship. a remote working relationship at that. I'd also like to know what else Marc Wayne has written, and someday I might try to hunt that up. I don't know why it's not just obvious that you just can't find it, or in the 10 minutes that I spent. And I don't have JT's skills at diving into a computer. Okay, I do have some computing skills, as evidenced in another video that I did. All right, so this was a book that I got from Library Thing that I got in exchange for a review, and so this is my review. I still have other books that I haven't finished the reviews for. I've been chugging away. I've written 5 reviews. I've finished more books than that, but I find that it takes me about 2 hours to write a review, even if it's just 4 paragraphs long. That's just how long it takes me to write. So I'm probably should get back at doing some more reading, doing some more writing of videos, since today is the 29th. It's the afternoon, just barely the afternoon. I thought it was going to be Beggar's Night last night, which is what in Iowa we call trick-or-treat, but trick-or-treat is not until Monday. It's not always on Halloween, but I guess this time it is. So, getting ready for Halloween, got candy, got to make sure I don't eat it all before the kids get here. All right, that's all I've got. I hope to see you sometime. Take care.